Brilliance Audio presents And It Was Good, Reflections on Beginnings, by Madeleine L'Engle, performed by Pamela Almond. A small ship, a freighter, on a very large sea. A cloudless blue sky and the sun lighting an ocean which changed from blue to purple to steel gray as the wind rose and the waves lifted their crests. We were caught in an unusual nautical event, a fair-weather storm. The crew strung ropes along all the walkways which did not already have rails. In the dining room, the tablecloths were soaked with water to keep the dishes from sliding. People who travel on freighters are likely to be good sailors, so most of us made it into dinner. During the night, we felt the wind continue to rise. We had to hold on to the sides of our bunks to keep from being thrown out, and sleep was out of the question. That morning, it just happened that we had been given a sheet of paper explaining the Beaufort scale, which measures the severity of storms on a scale of 1 to 12. Where on that scale were we? As the wind rose and the waves, we felt more than mere curiosity about it. Our ship, though heavily laden with cargo at both ends, was rather light in the middle where the cabins and the public rooms were situated. Neither my husband nor I spoke the thought aloud, but later we confessed we both had had visions of the ship breaking in two. It was not that we rolled or hawed. It felt as though the ship were crashing into stone as it hit one mountainous wave after another. We had been at sea only about a week, rejoicing at first in balmy weather, where at home in Connecticut there was snow and ice. We were both beginning to relax after weeks of very heavy work schedules. And I had turned back to Genesis, as well as John's Gospel for my scripture reading, using the Gideon Bible in our cabin. Something about the wildness of the weather started those great verses moving strongly through my mind. I was not really frightened by the storm, but I was, to put it mildly, ill at ease and uncomfortable, and so I rested on the great story of the beginning. In the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. In the beginning was the Word, with God, and the Spirit was in the beginning. Always there are all three faces of our Trinitarian God, always. The past, before time and space, always. Now, during quiet, during storm, and the word always also looks forward, beyond when time and space will end. The same word was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. One is very aware of time in the middle of a storm. I kept looking at our travel clock, faintly luminous at 2 o'clock in the morning. But outside, not a glimmer of light, only the dark violence of wind and wave. How long would it go on? How long could it go on? It is difficult for us who were born in time, into time, and whose mortality will die in time, to understand that before that extraordinary beginning, that first act of creativity, that first epiphany, when God took nothing and made something, there was no time, no space. Everything began at the same moment, in the beginning. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and morning were the first day.